Appreciate it, mother.
Okay.
Yeah. My niggas, y'all niggas busy, y'all.
You should not give up and get a.
All right, man. You good,
Yeah, we're
man.
gonna do that. We're gonna get two though.
Okay.
That's
Lady
crazy.
Low in the building.
Hey, this internet shit is
Mommy.
something else, boy.
Hi.
What to do? What you low?
Okay.
Nothing much. Just blessed and
Lady
highly
Low, what's
favored.
going
How
on?
are you? Huh?
What's your
Good.
What you say?
uh? What's going on with you, low? You good?
Yeah, I'm good. How are you? Nature boy, follow me back.
Okay.
Yeah.
And who is that? The puff boy. And the bitch in number 5.
I'm just asking. I ain't knocking you or nothing. I just see a lot of people be hiding their faces and not showing themselves and shit. But niggas be on some real shit.
Okay, well follow me back then.
Huh?
Ah shit. I'm only fucking with
What's
some
up,
niggas that's
Action
gonna
Jackson?
teach me something. I ain't trying to, you know what I
How
mean?
you
Fuck
doing,
around.
homie?
Okay, well follow them.
Yeah.
What up, Action Jackson?
How's y'all day today?
Messy Monday.
Everything good?
Messy Monday. Yes, that is low.
What the
Period.
fuck?
This is awkward now.
You got
Fuck
some weirdos on
you,
here today.
bitch. You being weird. It's number one in
Y'all chill
hoes.
out. Y'all chill out. Y'all chill out, man.
I'm bored. So what were you guys talking about? Are you driving, TKO?
Nah, Chanel is. We in the car though.
Chanel.
Yeah.
uh,
What's up, Lo?
Nature boy, what do you got going on?
Nothing much. Just talking to TKO. Talking
Oh,
about a
that's
good
cap.
now this woman.
Bitch, I don't give a fuck if the energy off, bitch. Suck my pussy stick. I dig her. Hey, what's going on? I'm
What's the
dying.
echo?
Don't fall out. Yeah. Why number 2 being weird?
You got an
Long
echo.
channel, right day, bitch. The echo. Ugh, somebody's echoing. Pick your phone up, nature boy.
That's TKO.
That's me.
Mute yourself then, cause you echoing that ragged ass phone. That must be
But I,
Chanel sending out bad
I was just,
vibrations. Oh, that's better. Perfect.
bro.
Hi
You know what
there.
I noticed though.
Number 5. Number 5. Bitch. Follow me back. Tell that tight asshole at number 5 to follow me back, nature boy.
Okay. Y'all be good, man.
Tell her to
Hey yo,
follow me
hey
the
yo,
fuck back. I
hey
got shit
TK,
to do.
yo TK.
Who is this lady? The icon, the legend, the
What you say next for?
star, and the
Hey,
statement.
listen, man. I was gonna say, man, it's funny, right? Every time,
Hold on, let me plug
Mwah.
it up to the car so I can hear you.
They
Hold on, I'm about to plug
yeah,
you up to the car.
respect.
1 second.
That's
you
right.
echoing.
No transphobia on Bigo, period. Number 5 is too feminine, a real
All right, now what
female.
you say?
She won't respond to that nonsense.
Hey, yo, look.
No misgendering, period. Stop doing coke, low. Start doing coke, Trey King.
Yo, look, right? It's fun.
Mute low, nature boy. He high as hell. No misgendering. Drop him. How rude.
What was you saying? What was you saying, Nature?
Hey, hey, I was asking you, right? It's funny because everything you be doing, we be doing it at the same time. Like we got the hat on. Like it's certain things you ever notice that we be doing at the same time.
Oh
What's up
yeah,
with that?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Y'all don't even like each other in real life. Shut up.
That's funny. It's funny. I knew that. I was trying to be nice. That was your friend, so I was just like, why is she doing that? Like I was trying to be nice, right? That's your friend. I see you on live with her that day, so I try to be cool. Like being nice
Yeah,
never,
but
never, never was good for me.
uh, but yeah, coincidentally, even from me wearing the turban, you know what I'm saying, and you wearing a turban,
Yeah.
so
At first, I
us
thought
with
like, yo,
bro.
this dude jacking my shit, but then I realized you just be doing that shit at the same time I'm doing it.
Right, right, right,
That's
right. Yeah, that
weird.
shit.
That's what that mean though. We be tapping into the same thoughts.
Same frequency, huh? Yeah, yeah, it could be. It could.
Like you do
Yeah,
this, and I've been doing this since like I've been doing that since I don't know
right.
how long. Since like
Crazy. Look at
Costa Rica,
God.
I've been doing that.
Yeah, that's right. Nature boy, throw that B up chunky. Throw that shit up chunky, bro. You gotta throw it up chunky when you throw it up.
You see what I'm saying? Like I've been doing it so long. Then I seen you. You was doing like that. I was like, damn, we doing the same.
Right,
At
right,
first,
right.
I thought we was like, you know what I'm saying? But then I realized, like, nah, we just doing the same shit at the
Right,
same time.
right.
So what you think, man?
Exactly.
You think I should let Malia go, man? What you think? You think I should let Malia go or keep her, man? What you think?
You know what they told me? What my mentors taught me is you never should turn your back on anybody. Allow them to remove themselves.
But what if they getting on my nerve?
Then you gotta have a certain structure. Now, look, with me, I gotta have a certain structure in my household. So if you don't abide by the structure, you either gonna do two things. You either gonna change and follow the structure of our household, or either you're gonna remove yourself. So that's what I mean by that. So if she getting on your nerves, that means she's not you gotta take account, not to come to you disrespectful, King, but you gotta take accountability of this leading of saying, okay, this is what we gotta do. You gotta, whether it's affirmations, meditation, sit back, do this, write it down, get in line, get in order so you can be in the same mental frequency of us. So you won't get on my nerves because we gotta have peace in my peace. I ain't gonna never sacrifice my
I've
peace.
done that. I've done that. What if that
Okay.
doesn't work?
Okay.
Feel me?
Um I never heard of spirituality and changing the mental not working. So I mean I don't know. I'm not in the household. But what I would say is, if you really buckle down consistently and not give up on her, and just continue to believe in her, just continue because she may need that. She may come from traumatic. She may have PSD. She may have this. She may have that. All she do is know your woman love you. I don't give a fuck what anybody say. Like they'll do anything for you. All she know is nature boy. So at the end of the day, bro, you gotta do your due diligence. This God put you in this position. You God body, you God conscious. So take care of your business. Just like I gotta take care of my business. I don't mean that no type of, like I'm trying to manual no shit like that. I'm just saying this is what we gotta do as leaders of our
No, no, I
household.
don't take it like that. I'm taking it. I just want to hear your opinion. That's all.
Right,
You
right.
know, you
So
got your own
I would,
opinion. I respect it.
yeah, I wouldn't get rid of her though. I wouldn't get rid of her. We can't. That's a human being, and that's your woman, that's your queen, that's your lady. You know what I'm saying? Just nurture her. Just I ain't gonna tell you. I mean, well, you asked for my opinion, but yeah, just be a little bit more gentle and understanding. And but also, you don't gotta have an understanding for bullshit though either. Cause I don't got no tolerance for no bullshit. But at the same time, just I mean, I don't know what's going on, so I can't really give you the advice because I don't know why you would want to.
Well,
Like,
she
why would
always
you
got
go
an
to?
attitude for nothing.
It's probably a reason why.
My Taurus. This is my
She's very
Taurus right here.
sensitive. She's very sensitive.
That's what's up.
um, Well, I got one. All right, I got one that has attitude problems, and then I got one who's very sensitive, is always offended. And due to that, I had to reflect on my like one thing I've learned on this journey is, and you might disagree with me, is everything else changed around me when I changed me. When I change certain things about myself, and that's the hardest thing for me to do is to take accountability. But when I take accountability, I make the certain changes about myself, and I get everything in alignment with myself. All of them change around me. So it starts with us because we're the head.
But
So
how you
maybe,
know if when I don't get myself in alignment, that motherfuckers start disappearing and they can't be with me.
well, if you do get,
Sometimes when
I'll
you
say this
get
again.
yourself in alignment, certain people gotta go.
Well, I mean, that means that's a blessing. Then, if people ain't supposed to be around you, if people gonna remove themselves, that means they wasn't for you, and just go with the universe. But just getting rid of somebody like, Chanel got a big ass attitude. We know that, but I'm not gonna just say, oh, fuck you, bitch, go. I ain't gonna say that because love is understanding, and and the reason why we even came together is because I seen her fit for my kingdom. So the reason why Malia was there because you seen something about her. I don't think it was only the sex. She might got good sex, but I think that it's something about her that you like about her, and it's things that you just gotta continue to help mold her, King. You her king, and I think you can do it. I think y'all can work through it, but you gotta
I think
change certain things.
I'm not
But
allowed to mold and shape my woman, bro.
what you mean?
White supremacy won't let me.
Um,
In order to mold and shape your woman, there has to be some kind of form of punishment.
Oh God.
I wouldn't say, well, these opinions, I wouldn't say punishment, I just say discipline. And
Or
discipline is a certain type of,
consequences.
There has
Consequences
to
for
be
your
some form of
actions.
consequences for acting out of the boundaries of what you would desire or your
well,
will.
what we got to understand is it's already a consequence. When it's striking a home, to me, that's a major consequence. When the energy is off, when depression and anxiety comes, like I said, that kills the body. Those are already the consequences. We don't gotta enforce more consequences. We just gotta continue to build up. We don't gotta
So
match the energy. Like if it's already, go ahead.
when you saying it's already a consequence for there to be dysfunction, that's a consequence for you.
Go ahead and say that again because I was breaking up. You said
That seemed like a
what?
consequence for you.
Well, if I mean, your own stress and depression, that's most definitely a consequence for yourself.
So
If
why
she's
would you
going through
keep
certain
continue to
things,
deal with
and
someone that's going to do that to you?
my thing is that maybe it's the Piscean in me, but I always believe in some. I feel like we all have high vibrations and low vibrations, whatever we tapped into. So I do believe it's good in everybody, just like I believe it's bad in everybody. So at the same time, you probably get more of the low vibrational things, and you got to do what's needed to lead and show her certain things to get things in order, to get things in alignment on a higher vibration frequency. You got to do that, and but at the same time, she got to want to too. She got to want to too, like it's a tricky thing. It's a tricky
Yeah.
thing because
Whatever, no, it's a
you
tricky thing because whatever you do in those moments will determine how what she thinks she can do. Because people are like animals. We are animals. We're creatures of habit. If you allow her to do certain things and you reward that behavior, then she's going to think it's okay to do it.
Hell yeah.
And
And
if she
motherfuckers
wants
gonna
your
keep testing
attention,
you.
she's going to keep testing you.
but
See
you
how
see
far she can get.
you don't reward the behavior. I think it'd be easy for you. Tell me a scenario of a problem with you and Malia. Like give me something so I can go off of so I can be like,
Okay, when Malia act up, right? I tell her she got to go. She go, and then she get over there. Oh wait, can you hear me?
no, you act up, but you're not explaining like what act up. Like give me a scenario of acting up.
All right, so she'll get an attitude, her mood be off, like just get an attitude out of nowhere. And I'll be like, what's wrong with you? She would say nothing and she'll get quiet and just be straight quiet. Which is like, yo, ain't nobody did nothing to you though.
All right, so that's the first
Try to
thing.
talk it
This is
out.
the first. This is the first thing. Now, and sorry, I apologize for cutting you off. I don't mean to disrespect you on your platform. But what I would say about that is you're too. You might not like this answer, but you're too invested into how she's feeling. That's how I be. The reason why I'm saying that is because when I be seeing Armani and the energy is off, it rubs me the certain way. I don't like to be around bad energy. But the thing is, at that moment in that split, I got to decide: do I want to give Armani my energy because her energy's off, or do I want to remain with gratitude and happiness and allow her to deal with herself and give her suggestions on what she can do to change that energy, but at the same time, don't overexert. See, my thing is this: when something is wrong in my household, I'm kind of overbearing, and I can see that same thing in you. So I have to change that and say, you know what? Don't let me look at the speck in her eye when it's a log in my own eye. Let me worry about myself. I can give her suggestions, but I'm not about to let this person suck all my energy out trying to correct her. And that's what happens is you get your energy drained out by Malia because her energy is off. Instead of
So
just letting her.
what happens when that affects our daily? Her attitude affects our daily functions.
She
And
got to be doing the work.
what happens when the other woman start to think that maybe I could do this too? That's how
Oh
I
yeah,
get
that's
attention.
yeah. Because you know how they say if you got green on one finger, it can destroy the whole hand. So you got to cut off the wrist. Um,
They just be wanting
sometimes,
attention, bro.
What
sometimes
I
like
allow her to do, I'm allowing the other woman to do too.
um, you do got to nip shit in the bud because not right now everything is good, but we've been having like they take turns. I don't know if that happens with you where they take turns. One is
Yeah, they
good
take
when the other
turns.
one is
Like
good, and then now the other
What
one.
Velvet was doing was with how I treated Velvet because she had my daughter. What
Yeah,
it did to the other woman was make the other woman think that they, in order to get my attention, they would have to be toxic. So
right.
they
That is
start
Yeah.
doing
true.
toxic shit to
That
get my
is
attention.
true.
And it's
That is
like,
true.
yo, no, oh, so now you gonna start. And they said, well, that seemed the only thing that get your attention. And I'm like,
It's all
wow.
about
But
the attention.
and so it goes back to the root of what I was telling you, King. You have to stop giving that much. You got to stop giving that attention. Once they realize they can't get your
No, but I
attention.
can't
You have
let
to
it.
get your
If I let her get away with it, then they think they could do that too and get away with it. Then I got a house
once
full of women thinking that they could do what Malia doing if I ignore it.
not not if you. All right. So one thing is this: if you given the right type of structure. When I say structure is, hey Chanel, sit your motherfucking ass down right here. Read this book, and we're gonna have a test about this book that you need to read about the mind, about the ego.
And she got an attitude to not do it.
Oh, ain't no, nah. See, that's not
Now
following your
I tell
structure.
Malia to do some shit like that, and Malia will do this,
Oh, that's something different. Like,
and
I thought
she'll
they at
sit
least
there. Look, she'll
listen.
sit there for a minute and don't move, and then roll her eyes, and then
Oh,
like she'll act like she don't really want to do it. Put her head down, and the other women are looking at her and looking at me, and they're like,
oh yeah,
They
yeah, we
gonna
can't.
do.
But why does she
"Yeah,
want?
what you
Okay, so
about to
why
do
does
about that? Like, what you gonna do about that?" They looking
yeah?
at
Because
me
you
like,
can't force. Yeah, because you can't force nobody. Like I said, they gotta want to for themselves too.
Yeah.
They gotta want to for themselves, and it sounds like she just don't want to.
and the
From what you're
other woman
telling me,
have to see that I can't. I'm not having that. If they ever get the notion that it's okay to behave the way she behaves,
just wait so the
I'm
heat gonna
fucked.
be on. Yeah, when it comes down to that type of stuff, it sounds like she don't even have a will to want to do it. So that's something different. But as long as I'm like this. If you don't have the will to, but why would you allow somebody? All right, that's not the wrong. I'm not gonna ask you like that. At the beginning, did she want to do the work at the beginning?
Yeah, yeah. Everybody watched Malia's journey. She came here. She she's
Yes.
learned the knowledge, but
We can park right there on the side.
Um, maybe she just yeah. Maybe she just go like. What made you bring her back this time? Like what? Like maybe she needed more time.
well, I was doing what you saying to do. I was giving her a chance, and I wanted to inspire her and not give up on her. And I've tried
But
everything.
one thing I will say is this, bro. I'm not gonna want to inspire anybody who doesn't want to do the work. If you don't want to do the work, period, then I'm not gonna waste my time because I love myself that much. I love myself to let you go because I love myself first. I can't put you before I put myself.
Right.
So that's the only thing that's different. Now, if Chanel is telling me like, yeah, I know I got an attitude problem and I need to work on it and I will work on it, now that's giving me something. Like, okay, now we can work off of that. But if Chanel like you gonna have to just put up with it, nigga. This is my attitude. Then that's no. I'm not about to put up with that. I love myself too much to. And then Armani have to deal with like hell nah, we ain't about to let that happen. I'm just using Chanel as an example. But if it's Armani,
Right.
it doesn't matter. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, don't let your all right, my number one mute I don't know what that was. But look, one thing, and you might have this problem. I don't know. I'm not trying to speak for you, but my number one flaw in relationships is believing in the potential that someone could be instead of the reality that they show you. So when it comes to me and my relationships, I have to get to a point to where like I got to stop believing so much into something that's not been showed, conveyed, and I have to believe in what they're giving me and what they're showing me. So I don't know if that's your
Yeah,
same
you can
mistake.
believe in somebody way more than they believe in themselves.
Right,
Because
right.
we go getters, and we make things happen. Sometimes we want to make things happen for other people to make it happen for ourselves. But people are different than inanimate objects. I can go get inanimate objects. I can go get it. But people have to want to get with me to get what I got for them. Hit y'all bags.
Right, right, right. Appreciate that. Appreciate the gifts.
Appreciate the gifts.
Yeah,
Hey,
Thank you.
I have, I have to agree. I'm the last person to tell you just to believe in somebody and just give them a chance after chance. If it's fucking up your happiness, if it's fucking up your peace, and you know that you did your job and you took
here's my
accountability
issue
already,
though. Here's my issue.
I'll go ahead.
The sex is so good. It's crazy.
Oh fuck that. Ain't nothing worth that. Ain't nothing. I don't give a fuck if it's sex, if it's money. That's not worth my peace, my joy, and my happiness. I love myself too much. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
real. I'm
And
glad you said that, bro. You're right, because I'm weak for that pussy. That pussy good. I ain't gonna lie.
yeah, you gotta be.
It's
You
lust.
gotta allow
Exactly.
yourself.
It is lust. It's lust.
Oh, okay.
Y'all right.
So you
Y'all
got your
got
own.
me. I'm lusting.
See, you asking questions, but you got your own answer. You already know. You got the
I
answer.
already
You
know.
know. Yeah, you
It's
already know. You gotta
lust.
let that pussy go. You gotta let it go, bro. You
Yeah,
know,
I
what I mean, I'm
know.
saying, I'm not. You know, what I'm saying, like, if that's the only thing, then I mean, it's.
Somebody said
Look,
you
you
had
know what?
taken her as far as she can go with you. That's powerful.
And at the end
And
of the
she
day,
know it
you could be
now. And she know it now. She know that pussy. She know I like that pussy. And now she started to do things and act like that. And I can
but
see
the
that
thing
she
is,
know it.
what we call it is you're and not in a sense of like some weird shit, but I'm saying in the sense of you're giving your power away, you're giving your manhood. Don't let no woman have your manhood or your power. Stand in your
Tender
power.
dick ass nigga.
Yeah, don't let nobody have don't let no woman have your just because they got some good sex or they got some money or they bring in blah blah blah. Continue to stand in your power as a man because that's what a woman. That's the only thing that a woman. That's the only thing that a woman really is gonna respect at the end of the day. When she walk away, or when you walk away, she's gonna remember like, damn, I couldn't control this nigga with money or sex or nothing. He stood in his power, and that's how you get your respect.
I know, but that spurting shit got me on another level. I like that shit.
Yeah.
That shit hard to let go. That spurting
But
shit.
you don't like the headache. You gotta weigh your pros and cons. Sometimes I write my pros and cons down on a piece of paper. You gotta say what's the pros of Malia and what's the cons, and if the cons outweigh the
Oh
pros,
my God. Outside the bedroom, we don't get along.
it's not worth. I mean, in my eyes, it's not worth it, bro. I mean, in my eyes, I'm not telling you
He
what to
said
do.
Malia
It's
over
just
there peeing. I like that shit. But I like but I like it though.
man,
I
you can get
like
somebody
it.
else to do that shit, bro.
I
You can get
need
somebody
that.
else.
I got to have that. I need a replacement before I let her go. I need to have that.
Oh
Anybody know?
no, it don't work.
You know how
It
you get
seems
in a
like
job, you need a replacement before you let somebody. Yeah, I'm about to get another job before I get my 2 week notice.
yeah. Women trying to. She said, "Hey, mommy said she could pee on you."
Hey yo,
Nah, this has been an interesting. This
yo.
has been a good build though. This has been a real good build. This is the best build that
Like
we
my
didn't
first
have
one, I
in the
couldn't
power.
let Velvet go because my daughter, right? I had to let my daughter go, which was really hard. I was over Velvet. Velvet, she has a nasty addict. Like she's just, I'm good on her. But having my daughter, I wanted to stay together for my daughter. Now I can't let Malia go because of the pussy. And now I got to let the pussy go. And I don't want to let the pussy go. And it's like a whole nother attachment
But
to
look
some
at it this
kind of
way.
desire that I have. I always had a desire to be a good father. And I love that. I love that squirting shit. I love that pussy. That's what I'm going through,
Man,
bro.
I ain't never met a woman with some pussy like that that make a nigga. Because at the same time, if you gotta understand, if you even let your child and your baby mother go, and you can't let this pussy go, that gotta be something.
The
You
super
better let
soaker
that.
pussy is a crazy pussy, man. That's some crazy pussy because when you hitting it, the shit squirt back at you like.
I don't like that shit. I don't like that shit.
A lot of niggas don't like that shit. I love that shit. That you be hitting it, that motherfucker just say ski like oh, and it hit your balls and it
Nah,
be all warm. I like that
nah, but
shit.
all jokes aside, King, we have to, not only is she gonna respect you if you stand in your power and not be controlled by pussy or anything else, your queens will around you. Your queens are looking at you. Everybody looking at you right now.
Exactly. That's where I'm at with it, dog. That's where I'm at with it, dog.
Yeah.
You right about
Yeah.
that. As you said that, like that's where I'm at with it, dog.
Yeah, because they all start doing certain things just like that. Then you're gonna have a whole household full of emotional, toxic behavior, and a house divided can't stand.
I guess I gotta
Uh-uh.
settle for the regular pussy, man, and no kids. The regular
And
pussy with no kids.
bro, you
Okay.
got all that pussy. Look, I ain't even gonna say that, but you got all those women over there. I'm pretty sure. I mean, you're gonna get
Naja
shot. I mean,
crazy. Hey, look, y'all know Naja is gonna be my wife. She's so beautiful, yo. She another Eliana, bro. And these women be beautiful, but they be crazy, dog. Velvet is beautiful, but she crazy as hell, dog. Nah,
yeah.
bro. Nah, bro. Don't get involved, bro. When you see a bitch doing something to somebody else, she'll do it to you. Just don't get involved, dog.
But you know what I noticed about y'all Tauruses, people. So I know you say you something. But I'm just saying like people that's born in April or May.
I'm a tour.
I mean,
Yo,
so,
Yo, what up,
so
Rich?
what's happening? Hey, look,
what
check
it do?
this out. Hey, I got a question for Nature Boy though.
Yep.
Hey, I want to know why you be running around here telling the black women they gonna be raped and all this crazy shit. I just want to know.
Raped.
I'm gonna
What
mute
you
myself.
mean?
I'm gonna mute
Yeah,
myself.
I heard you earlier talking about are you gonna get raped when in America and all this crazy shit. I just want to know.
Yeah, when the purge happens and motherfuckers is running around robbing and killing and raping and pillaging and shit, when the system fall apart, niggas gonna do whatever they want to do with these women.
So you
And
think
that's
niggas
just
just
the
go?
truth.
You just think niggas is gonna be running around here raping black women?
They gonna be doing not just black women, women period. They gonna be doing whatever they want with these women, bro. Whatever they want with them, that's what they gonna do. And there ain't gonna be no consequence. Ain't gonna be no police. You know what stops all this crime from happening is police, bro. It just is what it is. If you ain't
Uh,
have a government, nigga, it'd be a whole other world you living in.
I lived in that world, but I'm just saying though. I just want to let you know you a fucking clown, my nigga. Oh
All
God,
right.
you a real clown, nigga.
Why you
Bitch
come up here
ass
to tell
nigga.
me that? You see what I'm saying? Why you come up here to say that? He know I was telling the truth. He just said you a clown. You a hater, man. Just hating for no reason, dog.
Hey,
Go ahead, TK. You said you make them crazy by putting them in corners. Well, that's what I got to do. I got to put them in the corner instead of punching them in their fucking mouth when they being disrespectful. So I'd rather put them in the corner than punch them. Which one you want me to do? Smack the shit out of her or put her in the corner? Which one would you rather as a discipline? Because I have to discipline and chastise my situation. Would you rather a corner or me smack the shit, the Kool-Aid out your fucking face? Which one would you rather? All right, well, stand your ass in the corner. Because you used to get those options back in the day. Like, I either smack you or you get the ass whipping or punishment. Which one you want? Ass whipping or punishment? Whip your ass or punishment?
What up, Nature? I've been watching you
What's
for a
up,
minute,
man?
bro. I ain't like dude. I ain't come up here on no bullshit. I've been watching you for a minute though. I just want to say, I like the shit you be doing and the shit you be talking about, bro. Like, be giving me insight on myself most of the time. Like today when you just said, you got you got a female, you feel me, that you can't shake her type shit. Like I was in the comments, I'm saying maybe you love her too much, but at the end of the day, it's the pussy. You feel me? Like shake that shit, bro. You'll get that shit back.
Yeah, I know. I got the same thing with Velvet. My daughter, bro. Everybody think I'm in love with Velvet. Nigga, I don't give a fuck. Velvet belonged to the streets. She always been a whore. I just wanted my daughter. I try to wife a hoe. Velvet a hoe. If you don't know it, if you
And
can't see it,
sometimes,
I
and
don't
look,
care
bro,
how it
sometimes
goes.
we know. Sometimes we know what we got because that's the reason we was attracted to him in the first place. You feel me?
Yeah, yeah,
So, but
yeah,
we wrap our emotions up in it, thinking we could change a motherfucker when you just gonna get what you got in the first place. You feel me?
yeah. Hey, but the thing is like, you can't make a whole housewife. You can't, you know what I'm saying? You can't, I mean, it's exposing me to myself. That good pussy, it's good to me. It might not be good to the rest of the nigga. It's good to me. She got my motherfucking number. You understand? And like I already seen, you know what I'm saying? I already seen certain things. I'm like, okay, it's the lust, bro. I'm in lust because it's particularly just what I like. You know what I'm saying? Like Malia, like, ugh, for me, you know what I'm saying? It's the weird shit I like, and it's like but it's attached to like what? It's attached to a whole bunch of headaches and stupid shit. Every other 3 days, she acting up. And I ain't got time for that
Man,
shit.
bro, try dealing with somebody where it's like every 14 hours. You feel me? Like a motherfucker just can't get right, and you try and you try and you try. You call yourself putting them on a punishment by not talking to them, and they still act up.
Right. And then when the shit good, it be good for that little sec. Oh, there she go. He showed her, bro. She on the way out now. Everybody going through the same shit, bro. And I'm glad I'm a public figure to show us how to deal with it. Cause we all
What
going
you
through
mean?
this.
What
We
all are you
all
getting?
that's
What all are you getting from where?
look, he going through it right in this moment. Damn. Damn, my nigga go. You see, my shit public. This ain't what I go through is what niggas go through. You know what I'm saying? If you a man in the building and you be going through some of the shit you see me going through, press one. And TKO, you got to press one, nigga.
My bad. I had to
you,
mute myself real quick. My bad.
if you a man, yeah.
Yeah, they know what
And you
time
know,
it
it's funny that they'll make
Hey,
excuses
TKO,
for
I just
these
want to
for
let
these
you know, bro.
women.
I like what you got going on too, bro. I just seen that you was busy. Big
Oh,
shout
what
out
it
to you
do?
too, bro.
What it do? Shout out, King. What's going on?
Not much.
And the thing about TKO is one thing about TKO is he a Pisces, so he deal with the mind. So he knows how to play with a nigga mind. You know what I'm saying? Like a bitch mind. He play with a mind. But also, at the core of you, TKO, I want you to know right now that every nigga in the world that watch you, and about half, maybe 50% of the women in the world watch you, we see the real you, nigga. No, I want you to know, as sweet as you being, as controlled as you being, nigga, we know the real you. I just want to say this on the behalf of everybody watching. You can't hide from real niggas. You can't hide from the real bitches that see through that nice act. Okay, it's sweet. We like it. It's cool. But nigga, we want to see the real you. We want to see you get out, come out, goddamn, and just be raw. Hey yo, push one if you want to see TKO for one day. Just be his real.
Be my real self
Like
every
that
day.
nigga be in jail. Look at they push you
I'm,
one like a motherfucker.
trust me. Trust me, I'm a real self. But there's certain things that you can't. You got to got to be reserved in certain areas. You got to stay classy in certain areas to where you can't just show the public all your business. So I move a certain type of way, but I got flaws too. I got characteristic things that I need to switch up. I can get
No,
a
not
10.
not even flaws, but just with me, I'm raw. You understand? With me, I'm just
Okay.
really raw.
Yeah, that's cool.
With
Um,
me, I'm raw. I'm like raw with it. Like fuck it. I'm just gonna be me, whether people like it or not. You're more of
that's
I gotta finesse the situation to
mm,
make it be what I want it to be. I gotta be in control of me. And me, I'm like, fuck it. I'm gonna
well.
be
See,
untamed,
but that's the
uncivilized. Fuck 'em. You know what I mean? Be
See,
the
that's
real, be what we all are in the middle. Like, I think all men are the same thing in the middle. Like, all black men are the same thing in the middle, and we finesse it and we do it in a certain way. And I feel like people can also appreciate your self-control and your ability to have discipline and be a gentleman.
okay.
Right.
So,
But I think people still want to see that gangster come out sometime, dog. They want to see it.
I mean, everything is not for
Niggas
everybody.
still want to see that
Every-
gangster come out every now and then, nigga.
Everything is not for everybody, though, Nathan. You feel me? Like,
Yeah, I know. I'm fucking. I just want to. So, you know what Martin said? He said Martin Luther King got hit in the head with a boulder and still said, "We shall overcome. We shall." Don't nobody do nothing. Don't nobody do nothing. I'm having a dream right now. He said, but for one time, you wish you see Martin said, another motherfucker throw a rock, and I'm gonna whip your bitch ass.
Now, let me say this though. Let me
hey,
try to get some.
the comment said what you was about to say about Tauruses. I don't know. I done seen that like 3 times. I don't know why they keep saying that shit.
Let me give a little bit of clarity to what
clarity
that you was asking. See, the thing is, when I wasn't at a place to where I was, I was having self-discipline, mental health, structure, meditating, praying. I was very toxic, and I used to be probably, I ain't gonna say worse than you, but I'm saying like when I'm toxic, I'm toxic. But now I moved, I graduated from that, and I understood that me being so emotional, nobody else, but me being so emotional, that was a lot of feminine energy because I was raised up by females. I had women around me. I was looking at certain things, and that I never had a man show me how to be a man. And a part of having character is being reserved, is staying poised, is being humble, is showing humility, and it takes more strength to have that. So these are things that I've taught myself off of reading certain things and just informing myself on how to be along the way. So you do see me in my raw form. You just see me grown. I've grown. I've grown because I wasn't always like this, and I still have certain things I got to work on. That's necessary for me to work on. I mean, I know y'all
In
heard.
my opinion, I feel like in that state that's when the white supremacy has broken you. I feel when you have become that, that's when white supremacy has taken the very your natural ability to be a savage, a gorilla, an ape, and taken that and made it domesticated it. You understand? It's like this. It's like having a it's like having a wolf, which is in the wild, versus having one of the joints you got in your house. You know what I mean? Like you domesticated a wild animal. I'm a wild nigga. I'm a field nigga, and I want to keep that. I want to keep myself. Hold on. Let me finish. I'll let you get it.
All right, you're right.
That's right. Pause. It's important. Like I want to keep that raw shit. I want to keep myself undomesticated by white supremacy and what the fuck people want me to do and what they want. I think black men should always keep that. Even though we can walk in and act domesticated, and we could, yeah, but you keep that raw shit, that real, that real wolf. That you still eat meat, you know what I'm saying? You still rip a nigga fucking head off. But you still got to keep that side of you and don't let them take that original, you know what I mean? That original, natural, uncivilized man that we are. That's what we are. And they domesticated that like they did with dogs, and they did this with cows and cattle and shit. They made us what they needed us to be for them to be comfortable with us. Do you understand what I'm saying? They made us into what they needed us to be comfortable with us, instead of dealing with us in our natural state. Because they scared. And so for them not to be scared, we got to cut our hair. We got to groom ourselves. We have to use a certain tone. We have to act a certain way so that they won't be afraid of us.
Oh, okay.
Fuck 'em.
All right. And in my response, I would say this. You know, we have to get. Well, I don't say we have to get to a point, but I have to get to a point to say, am I animalistic? Am I a savage? Or am I God body? Am I God conscious? So me, part of me being God conscious, I can't conduct myself in certain ways. And not only that, with me being more calm, cool, and collected, and being more of a thinker and showing intelligence and humility, it's going to keep me away from white supremacy because I'm not going to be able to be judged, be in a prisons, because now I know how to collect my mind. And you know, God is love. So if I'm God conscious, I got to be more loving. I got to have more uh, of a nature that's this peaceful. You know, because I'm God conscious, I'm God body now. But then when I was more toxic, that got me into a lot of trouble. That got me into white supremacy. That got me in everything that we're talking about that you said had control over me. Now it doesn't have control over me because I actually have control over myself. See, at a place my mind was controlling me, but now I actually control my mind because I'm more body today. So, you know, it's just the perceptions, though. You know, we all got our own perceptions.
Okay, so let me say this. With that being stated, now to me, understanding what God is, being a God. What does it mean to be a God? To me, being a God is going back to a natural state of existing on this planet. God to me, you say, God, I'm going to be a God and not a savage. But when I think about God, I think about nature. I feel like the human species is the only species on this planet that doesn't live in tune with the equilibrium of the planet. So when I look at nature, I look out into nature. Nature can't do nothing wrong. We have to learn from nature. You got an echo, TK. So
Okay, let me hear my.
for me, being godlike is being ape-like, is being savage-like, what they call savage or uncivilized. I feel like black men in their undomesticated ways are more gorilla or ape-like thinking and are like nature, but that doesn't mean to be a bad thing because apes are actually more peaceful than humans. As we look at apes and their behavior, they're more godly than we are. Actually, there's less violence amongst apes than there are amongst human beings. And when we look at what's wrong with my cameras and shit, is that like an effect? I don't know what's wrong with that shit. What's up with that?
You got a glare in your shit. Appreciate that, Worthy.
You understand? So what I realized what God is, what's godly, and yes, we can have a sense of control just as, you know who I am? You ever see Planet of the Apes? I'm Caesar. Caesar was controlled, but still was a fucking ape. You know what I mean? He was controlled, and he thinks, and he thought what he needed to think, but when it was time, he was a fucking ape, and it was always visible, and because of his intensity, that he was a fucking ape, and he was very upset, right, by how his people was treated, the injustices. He carried that energy with him through the whole movie, like. It was a beast in him now, but he had it controlled. He was a thinker, but also when it was time, he was always very intense. You could tell there was an intensity behind him at all time. And that's who I am. People might think I'm not in control, but I'm very structured and very in order in everything that I do. I'm just intense because I feel the collective mind of black men and how we're upset. Maybe not you and your dealings are upset, but collectively I'm connected to black men and the black family and our struggle and what we're going through. I'm connected and I embody that. And some people are like, yo, that has nothing to do with me. But I'm a humanitarian, so I'm more of intense. You know what I'm saying? And I just feel like we should be
Am I still
poised.
echoing?
No, you good. I'm about to give you the mic. But I feel like we should still be poised, but at the same time, we should still have that ape mentality or that gorilla in you, and that should be presence at all times. Not to the point where you do not see an inch of that in you no more, and we deal with you. I feel like there's a side of TKO that needs to be shown in order for TKO to truly make sense. Or other than that, it comes off phony. Go ahead. It's on you.
Okay. I think that the side that you're talking about, once again, is
He said, please don't change. They don't want you to change. They need you to be the way you are.
when I was at the beginning of
Go
my
ahead.
journey of life and being a man, I was toxic. And I think the side that you want to see is that same toxic behavior I display. But as a man, as me growing and want to perfect myself, there's certain things about myself I must change because I don't want to continue to go into destruction in my life. I don't want self-destruction. So with me still having, everybody got low vibrations. I'm not perfect. I'm working on perfection. But at the same time, that side that you want to see, it's there somewhere lingering. But I I got to keep myself disciplined and structured every day, so I won't allow myself to ever allow that to arise again. And it doesn't mean that I'm not being the man that I'm supposed to be. It means that I'm perfectly being the man that God created me to be, because God conscious is love and God conscious is gentle. God conscious is peaceful. So
What?
I can't be.
Who told you
Yeah,
that?
nobody told me that. These are things that this is my perception. This is my perception of things that I know, that I feel like I know in the reality that I created for myself. You know, don't get me wrong. It doesn't mean that people can't get angry. It doesn't mean that people blah 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 blah. I'm not saying that. But what I'm saying is the journey that I'm on, especially knowing my past. No, I'm not gonna walk down those roads no more, because it only got me into, a lot of trial and error in my life that was really bad for not only myself but the people around me. And now that God has blessed me with other human beings, I'm gonna be accountable if something happens to them, something happens to myself. If I'm not taking care of myself in the proper way, I must lead. I must set by example.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people are watching me now.
So
Okay,
Nature Boy,
so check it out.
I
I
feel
gotta
like
say
he's just
something.
saying he's doing what's working for him. You feel me? Like both of y'all
Right,
got
no. This is what I'm saying to you, bro. He's doing what makes the females feel comfortable enough to deal with him.
Brody.
Hold
He's
on, hold on,
doing
hold
what's
on. Don't
working
argue
for
with me,
him.
bro. Don't argue with me, bro. Let me finish what I'm saying. Let me finish what I'm saying.
All right, all right.
See, they don't want TKO to change because he's someone that they can deal with in their masculinity. They don't want to fuck with me because I'm undomesticated. I'm the one that this is who TKO truly is. But he will not never display that to you because he's been domesticated so to make you comfortable. I don't want to make you comfortable. You're gonna have to deal with me. Regardless, in the end, you're gonna have to deal with me. And I want to be real with you now so you can get accustomed to dealing with me in my uncivil state. And any rap music you listen to, this is what I'm saying to you, yo. I could easily manipulate these women and do the same thing. Straight up. I could make these masculine ass females feel comfortable enough to deal with me if I let them have their way. But that would be lying. That would be manipulative. I'm being honest and I'm being hated for it. But at the end of the day, it's the truth. TKO is like this. He just not showing you.
But that's
And
why I
that's
say,
okay.
listen, bro, that's why I say, oh my bad.
I'd rather be all the way real with you and let you see the raw me so you know how to deal with us than fake it and being like and you can say it's self-control all you want. I feel like if you're not being real to thine own self, be true. There has to be a balance between having self-control and being true to one's own feelings and energy. Because we are black men and we are angry. We are upset. And that needs to be seen in us at all times for you to know that you're dealing with a real man. If you're not dealing with a man where you can feel, like he don't even have to say it. His energy is a bit intense because collectively black men, you know what I'm saying? Black men. No, I'm serious. I don't care. I
Alright,
don't care how
why
much
is it
money
raining
y'all
now,
giving
though?
me.
Don't even need that, I'm gonna tell you.
TKO is getting paid off y'all motherfuckers, and I get it. Manipulate, no, do whatever you need to do to get paid, but I'm not for sale, bitch. I'm gonna be real with you. I'd rather get a penny and deal with my little penny I get than get all that money and not be. Look, it's a saying that says this: would you rather be at war with yourself and at peace with the world, or would you rather be at peace with yourself and at war with the world? You
But
see,
see,
I'm at peace with myself and I'm at war with the world.
and
Because at the end of the
folks at
day,
peace with himself with the way he do his shit,
Hold
and
on,
y'all
hold
just got
on
to get
now.
confused.
Hold on now. Hold on. What I'm saying to you is that if it was truly up to TKO, he would be more dominant. But he knows that that's not going to work. He
Okay.
knows that in that world that he's in, is you're gonna catch more flies with honey than vinegar. So he says, you know what? I'm going to domesticate myself, which means I'm going to train myself not to respond to what's natural to me, and I'm going to do what needs to be done to get the response I want to get. Whereas with me, I'm that wild animal that has not been domesticated, and I get what I fucking get. But I would rather that, right? Because at the end of the day, I don't want to kiss none of y'all ass. I don't want you to like me for some shit I'm not. I don't have the tolerance. I don't have the patience to be fake. Now, when I say fake, there's a certain level of control to be fake. Then I say it's fake because it's an act. Because it's like what I really feel, you'll never know because I got control over that. But here's what I'm going to give you. I'm going to give you this. This is what white people do. This is what white people do. White people never really let you know what they really feeling. They'll smile and say, "Okay, yeah, sure, They give you what
Salam alaikum.
that's white supremacy. That's what white people do. White people can hate your fucking guts and come right up to you and say, "Hey, how you doing?" Yeah, we're not accepting that today. And it's so fucking phony because you know what the fuck they really feel. And you can feel that they're like, I don't like you, nigger. Get out of here. You're not one of us, bitch. I would rather you say that to me than smile in my face and say, I love you because God is love. Now, motherfucker, what? When I know what love, you know what love is to me? Love is the fucking truth. And love ain't always gentle. Love is fucking real, okay? I want to deal with the real. I don't know what the Bible told you about love, but love is the truth, nigga. And the truth will hurt your fucking feelings if you ain't aligned with it. But if you align with the truth, then it's just fine. It's gentle. It's gentle. But if you live in the lie, then love will tell you the truth, and that shit hurts sometimes. True love, it hurts. Damn that. See, me, I'd rather be real with you and show you what we really thinking and say what we really thinking, bitch. I don't want to be phony. I could, but it don't feel good to me. It don't feed with me. Bitch, you get out of line, I'm going to tell you how I fucking feel. I'm going to tell you what's really good and going on inside. And in order for me to be authentically like this, I'm going to position myself so I can be original and say what I want and do what I want. That means I'm going to have to do without all the love. I'm going to have to do without everybody liking me. I'm going to have to do without, you know what I'm saying? I have to position myself so that I can be free to say what I want and do what I want, right? Because my personality not set up to be compatible with being fake with you. Bitch, you get out of line, I want to smack the shit out of you. That's why I'm letting Malia go. Because I know that if he might have the ability to be, baby, I'm trying to talk to you. I love you. And I want you to know you're great. You see that? You're great. Yeah. Yeah. No, I'm not, Daddy. Shut up, fucking pussy. Malia? Okay. You're using bad words now, Malia, okay? Malia, I need you to go into timeout because you're using bad words, all right? We taught Malia, okay? Young lady, listen to me because That's it. I'm calling you father. You see? Fuck that. Our parents wasn't like that. You talk crazy, pow, bitch, sit your ass down, bitch. Don't you ever in your motherfucking life talk to me like that again. Bitch, it was real. Because that's what's real. Now, we could say that's not love. I say it's love because it's real. It ain't phony. Phony shit ain't love. Oh, it's gentle. God is gentle love. And, well, if God is gentle love, then how come there's pain in this world? How come there's suffering? How come there's plague and disease? Because that's punishment, nigga. That's God's wrath. It's still love, nigga. It's tough love. It's this. I told you not to eat this food. You went and ate this food, so now you got a disease, bitch. I made this disease just so it would be there for you to punish you if you disobeyed what the fuck I told you to do. Ain't that love? That ain't gentle. That motherfucker hurt. You see people sick. You go to the hospital. Motherfuckers is sick everywhere because they are experiencing tough love from God. If you don't do what God tells you to do, God gonna kick your ass. And that's it. Now you can think about God being love and love being gentle, all you want, nigga. But if you disrespect, God got a way of dealing with your ass, and you can call it the devil. But the devil God too. The devil created God so that you wouldn't think it was God, but God is the motherfucking devil kicking your ass, and he want to make you think it was me. It wasn't me. It was your mama. Your mama, well, my mama was nice, but my daddy was mean. No, them motherfuckers was two parts of the same motherfucker. Your daddy beat your ass, and your mama soothed it. Oh, don't worry about it, baby. And then in the room, they be laughing at her. He got that motherfucker. Like good cop, bad cop. That's how God the devil is. God is the devil kicking your ass, nigga. And it's tough love. It's all love, but it's tough love. So in closing, I want to say this. Fuck that shit. I have to be real with me. If it come real and I know how I'm really feeling about it, I will not allow white supremacy to domesticate me for them to feel comfortable. Our woman now want us to be domesticated. Our woman would rather deal with the TKO to feel comfortable enough for them to be disrespectful. But see, that's not real, and that ain't love. Love is real. Bitch, your man ain't about to let you do that shit. You can call me a woman beater or not. I don't beat women. I chastise them. It's a difference. Because at the end of the day, if you abuse a woman, you just beating up for no reason. If you are chastising your woman, it's different. She has overstepped her boundaries that you have set. Yeah, it's a difference. When you beat your child and you chastise your child and you abuse your child, you see, all your children need discipline when they step out the boundaries of what you gave as rules. TK's a good man. He's a good man because you domesticated him to be. He knows where he need to be to get y'all woman. I don't want you. I want you, but I don't want you that bad, baby. I don't want you that bad, baby. I don't want you to I don't want you to the point where I can't have me. This is why I gotta let Malia go. As good as that pussy is, I can't sacrifice me for that pussy. You know what I'm saying? So these women want to be unruly. These women don't want to be virtuous. These are unruly women that are sitting here supporting this shit. Right? But it's okay because I fuck with TKO. That nigga might be running game on him like fuck he doing what he need to do to get that goddamn check. Hey, it is all good because he getting money. I just can't do it. And that's why I commend him because he has that amount of self-control to be like, nah, baby. See, don't worry about it. I love you. I love you, baby. This the hand he do. I love you. Right across your face. I love you, baby. Wipe your tears. Come on in here. Get some drink. But piss TK off for real, for real. Ask, this nigga is a Tasmanian devil. This nigga will kill your ass. He gonna let the shit build up until he kill you. I'm gonna get it out right away. TKO be gonna kill your ass. He be done killed your ass. Go ahead, bro. I see what you're doing, but go ahead, bro. Go ahead. Go ahead, bro.
One thing that we have to be very mindful of is we can't allow ourselves. I don't mean no disrespect. You know, I'm just expressing myself like you express yourself.
Nah, go ahead.
We can't allow our lack of discipline to be an excuse for why we shouldn't have structure and we shouldn't be humble and why we shouldn't be why we should act animalistic because we have a lack of discipline. Somebody make me mad, I'm gonna make them mad. Somebody say something about me, I'm gonna fight. That's where toxic behavior comes from. So if I'm saying that, because a part of having control and structure and having order in your house, if I can control my ego, if I can control my mind, then my mind will control me. And if I don't have control over my mind and my ego, then I don't have control over my life. So these are the reason why I changed certain things in my life. I got balance in my household. You know, this and ain't no things that's out of order. I have a new woman, and of course, any type of new relationship is going to be some certain things because she's coming from her own background of certain things and all these other things that got to be changed with her to improve with her on her own journey. So, but I don't allow, like I told you earlier, I don't allow my peace to be ever taken for granted or taken for happiness or taken for money or taken for a beautiful or taken for pussy because I need structure, I need order, I need peace. But I cannot provide the type of peace that's needed to Armani or to Chanel if I don't have me together first. So it's not about me having trying to play the nice guy because they know how I get down. And the thing about it is my respect alone, the way they respect me alone, I can look at my woman a certain type of way and she's gonna get it right. I don't have to reinforce it. You know, I have to come
But have
at it
you
a little
dealt
bit
with
more
the woman that
intelligently.
hasn't? Have you ever dealt with the woman when you looked at it? You acting like you never dealt with the disrespectful woman, dog. And I know the woman
No,
that you have is there, but you act like you never dealt with the disrespectful woman. I mean, that's why it's been a high turnover rate outside of your queen, right?
no, no. I've dealt with the reason why it's a high turnover rate when it comes to me and my household because I don't tolerate disrespect. I'm not about to sit here and argue and fight with you
I
and go back
just
and forth
said
with you.
that. I
No, no.
said that,
Hold on.
Carl.
Let me explain, guy. Let me explain. When it comes to me, the pussy is not going to keep me because you got good pussy, but you got a shitty attitude. The money's not going to keep me because you got good money, but you got a shitty attitude. I love myself so much, so if I check you on something and you don't change it,
But it
then
has been a form of disrespectful woman is the reason why the high turnover rate. You're not willing to compromise. You have put your foot down and will not tolerate these disrespectful females. So you are dealing with the disrespectful female and you get rid of her.
yeah, yeah. I don't allow it to stay around me, you know. But it's not due to me being nice. It's due to me being real and authentic. You see what I'm saying? It has nothing to do with nice or bad or me being, you know what I'm
They
saying?
saying that you say that Chanel's always disrespectful. Explain that.
Um, you know, I don't want to make this live about Chanel, but you know, we have our problems. You know, we have certain problems, just like every relationship when it's new at the beginning. You know, there's certain things that I do that I got to change about myself, and certain things that she do that she got to change about herself. And it's all about accountability. And what I feel like a lot of us fail is we think it's everybody else's fault, and we don't take accountability as a man, especially as a man. That's what we have to do. So things that we got to keep in check is certain things with ourselves, and maybe because we're not doing the work that's needed
It is
spiritually or mentally.
do you have problems with Chanel? Is she disrespectful? And I know you always go back to yourself, and that's beautiful. But and that I think that you're a sweet guy for always considering what you're doing and taking accountability. But is Chanel disrespectful?
Hold on, is that my shit breaking up?
Yeah, no, I said, but is
Nah, it
Chanel
ain't.
disrespectful?
It ain't you.
Um, I won't say she's disrespectful. I would say that she has attitude problems, and I don't like her delivery.
That wouldn't be disrespectful to you?
Somebody can say, "Well, why you do this?" And I can say, "Oh, that's disrespectful, bitch." Oh, but that's not really disrespectful.
Hold on, somebody. Hey, TK, your
Being
shit going.
calm. Oh, let me hook it up to this Wi-Fi. I'm about to hook it up. 1 second. I'm about to hook it up to this Wi-Fi. 1 second.
All right. Hey, I love this. I'm loving this shit. By the way, you feel me?
All right.
All the viewers, man, don't be scared to send a bean. Nature Boy TKO, man. Like, tap the screen, share this
Okay.
shit out.
Am I straight? Yeah. Am I straight now?
Yeah, you straight. Go ahead.
All right. Perfect. What was the question again?
The question is, you said she's not disrespectful. She's what?
Oh, her delivery. So, like I said, a part of that, I know this might sound like it's too bubbly or too nice or might sound like it's fake, but I only can be my authentic self. A part of me having understanding is knowing that this woman has never been with a man in her life. She's been with males before. She's never had no type of guidance or nothing in her whole entire life. So when she gets with me, she of course she's gonna come to me with a certain type of behavior. So me having love, I have to understand that, you know what? Am I gonna be patient with her so I can help her change certain things? Or am I gonna say, you know what, bitch, you're being disrespectful? Because guess what? If I actually fall off the hook, then things will never change. Because now she's gonna react to how I reacted, and it's gonna be more toxicity. And she probably won't even stick around. You know what I'm saying? Because now she can't even learn, she can't even grow because I'm not being the man that I'm supposed to be. You see what I'm saying? So it's I don't know. I don't know. It's all over the
How did
screen.
you deal with
But yeah,
disrespect in prison? How did you deal with disrespect in prison?
well, when you're amongst men, you got to deal with it a different way. That's all I'm gonna say.
Really?
You got to deal.
I
You
thought
got
a
to deal.
mind is a mind. I thought a mind was a mind. But let me
Well,
ask you this: how did you deal with men when they disrespected you?
This guy just wants to vent.
um, the way I deal with men, I never had no problems in prison when it came to. I never had no fights in prison, because people respected my character, and God, I had God's favor in my life. So I just got to keep it real. I can't give all the credit to myself, but a lot of the credit came down to me staying out the way. I wasn't gambling with people. I wasn't trying to hang out with people's circles. I can't hear them.
Can you hear me?
All right, go ahead. Say that again.
Go ahead. I'm listening to you. We can hear you. I'm
Okay.
asking you, how did you deal with? Have you ever been disrespected in prison? If you was, how did you deal with it?
No, I wasn't disrespected in prison, but off of the app, I've been disrespected. I mean, off of prison, I've been disrespected before. And I've been disrespected on these apps before. And like I said, as long as you're not coming into my circumference to where I feel like I'm threatened and I got to protect myself, then I'm cool. You can disrespect me from over there. Hold on, I can't hear him. Am I the only one person can't hear?
Nah, I can't hear him either, bro.
We can't hear you, bro.
You can. I'm not talking. That's why I'm not talking.
Oh, okay. Okay. But yeah,
I
so
think that hold on real quick. I think there's a lag. I think you're breaking up, and
Yeah, Nature Boy is just
Nature
lagging.
Boy, you're
Like
lagging.
we see his mouth moving, but he's not actually talking right now, bro. You good?
oh yeah, they're saying you lagging. But it's cool, it's cool. We can still hear you though.
all right, we good now. Go ahead, bro. Hey, what I
Okay.
tell you, man? How you get
Okay,
up?
yeah, you lined up now.
How you fucking living, bro?
So, like I was saying, the way I deal with things now, versus it's like you want to have a conversation. I don't mean no offense, but it sounds like you want to have a conversation with who I was 3 or 4 years ago, because the way I deal
No, no, no.
with
It's not
disrespect.
that. It's not that. It's
Let me
not that.
explain why I say
I'm
that.
asking you.
Let me explain why I say that. In the past, I was very reactive. I had to learn how not how to react and how to be more responsive. What that means is, because life is only 10% what happens to you and 90% how you react to it. So when it comes to trial and errors in our life, it's because of how we react to certain situations. And I had to learn that I had to self-examine myself every fucking day. When I go back, when anything happens unjustly in my life, or when I make a mistake, I go back to the drawing board and I say, I could have handled this a different way. And I've learned in so many situations I became impulsive. I was impulsive. I was an
So,
impulsive thinker. I was impulsive. I was reactionary to everything. So now I've learned to where, you know what? Don't react to certain things and be more responsive. So now when
No,
people talk
I'm not.
shit, when
number
people
two,
Hey,
number
yeah, I
two,
was.
mute yourself. Everyone's kind of complaining that there's too much noise from your background.
Thank
number two. Okay.
Hey, TK, I'm not talking about you being extreme. There has to be some kind of middleman. I remember when I was back in the day and I was reactive and I was a wild nigga too. I'm not talking about that. There has to be some kind of middle ground because there's. Let me say this. This is what I'm gonna say. Let me say this.
Yeah.
There has to be some kind of middle ground, right? Because the opposite of what you used to do can be an extreme in the other direction.
you.
So
Right.
you not saying you being like you are right now might be an extreme. I've learned how to bring both in harmony. So at the end of the day, like I know how to think before I move, but there's a time and place for everything. There's a time
Right.
and place for everything. There's a time to turn up
Yes,
and
indeed.
smack a bitch. There's a time to smack a bitch.
Uh,
There's a
nah, nah.
listen to what I'm saying. Listen to what I'm saying. There's a time and place for everything. I'm not saying that we resort to violence right away like we used to when we was younger. I'm saying there's a time and place for everything, and it needs to be a balance. You can't sit here and tell me that it ain't. Oh shit, this nigga TKO done put hands on women before. Now he don't probably put hands on women no more, but I bet you it's something that, man, I'm not even gonna say nothing because I don't want to fuck the brand up. But anyway, I keep it real. I have put hands on a woman, and I still will put hands on a woman. That's just me. If you come at me wrong, there's no telling what I might do. I don't tolerate disrespect from niggas. When I was in prison, if it was disrespect from one nigga and the rest of the niggas seen it, they would have thought that it's okay to disrespect you. So you had to make it clear to all the niggas. Hold on, I got you, TK. I'm gonna give it to you. In prison, if you let one nigga disrespect you, it was a wrap. And I don't care if it's a man or woman. When you dealing with women, it's the same thing. It's boundaries. It's called boundaries. It doesn't have nothing to do with a man or a woman. It's just simply that. Let me get a shirt too, babe. Give me a shirt. It's simply that people will try you as far as they can try you. Period.
Yes, Lord.
So with me, I've learned whether it's a man or a woman, it's a boundary thing. It's a boundary thing, man. These women out here will test your fucking chin. Fellas, if you know what I'm saying, press 1. These women out here will check your chin and see how far they can go with you, dog. It's not about having prison. It's a real mind. It's a real mindset. These women will try your chin, dog. They'll see how far they can go with you. She has to. If she wants to know she with a real nigga, she gonna have to try you, dog, and see how far she can go with you. And I feel like a woman needs to know I love you, he love me. But if I get wrong, he gonna get wrong with me. And I gotta understand that he love me. But if I get wrong with him, he gonna get wrong with me. It's gonna be a consequence. But as long as I stay in here, he gonna love me to death. I know my boundaries. But outside these boundaries, if I get wrong with him, he gonna get wrong with me. And she don't know that, you gonna continue to have problems with her, dog. Go ahead, TK.
All right, let me say this. There's so many things I be wanting to touch on. I'll be forgetting certain things that I want to touch on with you. But let me say this real quick. It's a rhetorical question. You don't got to answer it. Do you believe there's a difference between men and female? I mean, men and males, females and women. Yes, there's a total difference between. What I try to align myself with every day is women and not females, because a female will try to test your chin, but a woman would never do that. Now, if I want a woman in my life, I gotta be a man. If I want a woman in my life, I gotta be a man at all motherfucking times. Now, if I want females in my life, it's gonna be testing me and shit. I'm not gonna stay the same male that I used to be. It's two differences. I don't know if you can hear me.
Listen to you, cause I ain't.
All right, so
Boy, you just said some real shit, TK. You just said some real shit.
Let me break it down. So most of my life, from teenage to adulthood, I've been another motherfucking nigga, a motherfucking male, no self-discipline. Yeah, I know how to keep it in check a little bit, but then anybody say something wrong to me, a bitch get out of line, boom, 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 boom. I'm ready to fall off the hook with all this feminine energy and emotionalism because I was just a male around nothing but females. But now growing and saying, you know what? I see the characteristics of a man. Even though I never had a man in my life, I never had a father, but I'm going to stand up. I choose to be a man, so I want to have a woman in my life. A woman is only going to see. The thing is,
Hey, I'm sorry, TK. I don't mean to cut you off. I don't mean to cut you off. I just feel like you need to mute the whole panel, bro, so we can hear him because it's too much going in. You feel me?
Number 2.
All right, so what's wrong nowadays is it's a lot of males who want women, but the males haven't turned into men, so they don't understand that. Wait a minute, this woman over here is not going to submit to a male because you're not a man yet. I'm not saying you aren't. I'm just giving an example. So in my life, I had to understand. Okay, in order to become a man, there's certain characteristics that I got to check about myself, and most of that's about having self-discipline, having structure. So now that I'm growing into a man, all I do is attract a certain type of woman. And if you're not going to be a woman, if you're going to be a female, then I'm going to let you go. Of course, I want to piggyback off what you said about earlier about certain boundaries being crossed. If you put your hands on me, My audience know. If you put your hands on me, 9 times out of 10, I'm gonna put my hands on you. But at the same time, just because you say something to me, doesn't mean that I need to smack the shit out of you just because you said something to me or you slammed the door. That's what I'm saying.
Okay. See, with me, I'm different. You could say the wrong thing out your mouth and I can smack shit out you. See, that's different for me. Look, I don't care what type of female you talking about because we attract them all. And I'm saying a lot of times you dealing with women that you're right, that is not ladies. But if I'm established with you, because you can establish something with a woman, right? And you get a honeymoon stage with a woman. A lot of times as fellas, we deal with a woman and she don't show you her true colors. Women are the master of disguise. They've been taught to be like that since the day they were born. They'll come to you and they'll have makeup on, wigs, and they'll look like a total other motherfucker without the makeup and wigs. So the motherfucker's already the master of disguise. A woman would be with, when I was with my woman, for 6 years I was with my woman. I didn't know she was doing this. She used to wait before I wake up. She would go fix her makeup, right? Fix everything that she had. And go fall back to sleep next to me so it looked like she was fresh. She did that until we moved in together. Then it was fucking bond, what do you call the caps? Then it was dumb shits and the real shit came out. So when you're dealing with a woman, it's not so later that we really see who we actually dealing with. So a woman will be whatever she thinks you need to be. A bonnet, yeah. A woman will be whatever you think she need to be up until that time triggers. You understand what I'm saying? So you think you dealing with a woman, right? And all of a sudden, she show you them true colors. Them true colors start coming out. It's not till you either marry her, you have a baby, or you move in. You start to really see who you dealing with. So you said I ain't dealing with no woman. What could appear to be a woman could be a hurt little girl inside. She could act a certain way, have hid herself a certain way, and now she see. What I'm saying to you is I don't give a damn who I'm dealing with. They going, number one, no, he ain't built like that. Because number one, I don't take disrespect off of niggas. I don't let no man disrespect me. I'm not happy. That's in the streets. Your woman need to understand. The way I've learned is like your woman needs to understand your body.
I can still hear you.
Okay, your woman needs to understand your body before she even try you. She needs to understand that you've grown, that you a man before she even tries you, right? A lot of one, and even then, a woman will see how far she can take it with you, because she needs to know who you are. She has to try you. She has to check your nuts. And all the women in the room know what I'm talking about if they gonna keep it real with themselves, that you be trying your nigga. You compare your nigga. It's just human nature. It's not toxic. That's human nature. She's gonna try and see how far she can go with you. Now, a lot of men have tactics. Some men might leave you. Some men might say, I'm not gonna deal with you at all and break up with you. And that alone can discipline your woman and become something as a punishment so that she knows, okay, I'm not going to fuck with him no more. I'm leaving. He going to leave me if I do that, and I don't want to lose him. Or he might start looking for another woman or some shit like that. That'd be a punishment. What you got to know is this. Number 4, I'm about to mute you. Because you had an echo in your shit, man. Oh, it's not even her. Why y'all say number 4?
Is it me?
I think it's actually TKO with the fucking echo. Yeah, it's you, dog. It's TKO, bro. You got the echo. Yeah, you got the echo, bro.
All right, let me mute myself.
Somebody said my brain is damaged. I think my brain is just fine. I think people in general, it's not about females or males. They try to see how far they can go with you, men and women. They want to know where they can go with you. And if they know that they can't go here with you, they won't try. I feel as a man, I'm going to set my boundaries. And if you overcross my boundaries, I'm going to do something to let you know that you overcrossed those boundaries. And that's just point blank, period. Now, does everybody deserve smacking or hitting? No. A lot of times you could just say, no, don't do that. I don't like that. I don't let that. Firmly say, communicate and say, I don't like this. What I'm saying to you is that the women that I've been dealing with and the women that are in this world that I know of, most of them. Because you can see I got a variety of women here with different personalities. Aya, I have never had to put my hands on Aya because she don't carry herself like that. She knows my boundaries. She knows how far to take it. She knows my voice. She don't go past. I never had to put hands on motherfucking Aya, ever. She just doesn't want to be combative. And then you have other women that have been here that are just spicy, motherfucker. They'll go there with it. And it's not about being older, because I've been with a woman that was 40-something years old and still didn't have the maturity level of anything, because she was just unestablished. There's grown women out there that are little kids. So what I'm saying to you is this: boundaries must be set as men to establish what you're doing. Boundaries must be set. When Chanel oversteps her boundaries, there has to be a punishment for that. Because if it's not punished, you are now catering to her behavior. And I don't mean the punishment has to be hitting. Whatever you do, whatever it is, it has to be established. She's not a child, but she's a human being that is trying to feel her way in the relationship, and she needs to know your boundaries as a man. It's your house. You pay the bills. You are the man. You're in control. And I'm not saying you have to smack her. I'm just saying whatever your form of chastising is, it needs to be implemented when she's disrespectful and she goes past the boundaries. And everybody knows when a woman is outstanding her boundaries, because the simple fact is we can feel it. And once she knows she can do that and she gets away with it, now you're in trouble. Why? Because she's going to continue to do that when she feels like it. And if you both contribute the bills, you can't say shit as a man. If you both paying bills, don't tell her what to do. That's your roommate. Y'all have to compromise. That's different. It's different. If she's paying half the bills, you don't tell her what to do. You ask. Y'all niggas need to have meetings and shit. Y'all need to say, hey, baby, can I talk to you for a minute because you're my business partner? Because y'all splitting bills. That's different. That's different. You going half on the bills with a woman, you can't tell her what to do. No, you a clown. You have to sit down and have a meeting and say, hey, baby, you have to compromise. But when you paying the motherfucking bills and you are the man and it's your house and it's your shit and you taking care of the motherfucker, it ain't no compromise. It's my way or the motherfucking highway. Period.
Okay. I have to disagree with that. That's a big statement. If you're a man,
of course. If
you're a man, you're a man. You stand regardless. Whether I have anything that bring to the table at that exact moment. When I came home from prison, Armani still knew I was the man. I can come home with nothing, and Armani.
Wait.
Hold on. Let me finish.
But she knew you was the breadwinner. You just got knocked off. That's different.
Nah, I just feel like her respecting him as a man of who he is. She's just doing what she's doing. You know what I'm saying?
Go ahead, TKO. Go ahead.
Yeah. I'll be having some points I'll be wanting to make. I'm so passionate about everything that you're saying. I'll be wanting to speak, but I'll be.
Go ahead. You was very patient with me. Go ahead, brother. I didn't mean to cut you off.
All right. Shit.
Let me mute my.
Going back to the beginning of everything that was being said or whatnot. When it comes to me as in my household, it's gonna be order regardless, because what makes you a man is not your bank account. What makes you a man is not the finances or anything. What makes you a man is the character that you have, the structure that you have. We gotta completely separate the finance, because certain things may happen to where you might not be in that position yet to take care of the family. So yeah, but this is my perception of it. So when it comes down to
listening to you with that,
hold on. Let me explain that. Hold on, but you gotta let me talk. Bro.
I'm not saying nothing, TKO. It's just a reverb. I'm not saying that. You got it. I'm not saying nothing.
All right. So with me, it's been certain point of times in my life where I had hard times, and it took me a certain time to get to a certain level. But I knew in my mindset, I had the vision, I knew I had the character, and I knew who I was as a man to get me there. So my woman, she held me down until I could be able to hold us all up on a higher level. So when it comes to me and my household, my women at the point of time, they would be contributing whatever they can contribute. Yeah, I'm the breadwinner,
But at the same time, even if I didn't have the bread to contribute, I have the knowledge to contribute to put us in a position to way to elevate and manage the whole household in the first place. Because that's a man's job to provide structure. We got to understand that a man's job is to provide structure and guidance and be a leader of your family. That's what makes you a man. But you cannot provide structure and give good leadership if you do not have structure yourself. That's what we gotta distinguish the difference between being a man or not. It's not about your bank account, because it's a lot of niggas that ain't shit. They still ain't man, and they got all the money. They can trick on a female. They basketball players, football players, rappers, and all they doing, but they still not fucking men. These are still males out here with money taking care of women. Just because it's your household don't make you a motherfucking man. Just because you got some balls between your legs don't make you a motherfucking man. So we gotta change the difference between men, because that's why motherfuckers is thinking it's sweet, because they can take care of a girl with some money. That's why we got to be. I'm very careful with my words every day, because sometimes it's a lot of men right now that's in these fucking comments that's gonna look at this video. They're gonna be like, "Well, I'm not a man because I don't got my bank account right." But that's not right. You're still a king. You're still a guy. If you're a man, and because of your principles, your integrity, you got guidance, you got structure, then you're a man. And one day you will have the finances, because your mind will manifest it. Don't let your bank account limit you as a man. Just because you can't take care of the woman like you want to, yeah, you're just on hard times, but it's temporary. You're going to have a future. You're going to be able to build your kingdom up. But it's not about your bank account. That's all I want to say.
Okay, let me say this. In response to that shit sound pretty. It sound pretty. You made it sound good. And you always say what they want to say, but you know we got another perspective for it, right? You know we got another perspective. There's always a flip side to the story. We got to go back to the other side of it. They love when you talk like that, but you know I gotta keep it real with them. They like, yay! You can hear them with their pom-poms. Yay! TKO, he's our man. He can't do it. No one can. Fuck you. Listen, this is what it is. Listen, this is what it is. And I don't care if you don't like me. I don't. TKO, you gotta mute yourself. Now, listen, I'm gonna tell you like this. Nigga, if you don't got money to take care of yourself, then you ain't a man. Yet, it's levels to this shit, young boy. You don't deserve a woman until you can hustle and take care of yourself first. That's it. Don't listen to this nigga. Don't even feel like you a man until you can take care of yourself. Period. That shit, yeah, you're not a man, my nigga. If you can't protect and provide for yourself, you're not a man. And I don't care if you came out of prison, nigga, you better hustle. You better get your grind right. Because there's a lot of niggas out here might hear that shit and might think that they ain't gotta work and they can still be a man. And they sitting there playing a video game in their girl's couch talking about, yeah, I still am the man. Just because I ain't got money, TKO said that if I ain't have money, I'm still a man. No, nigga, you's a boy, nigga. And y'all niggas sit and play video games on bitches' couches, nigga. And you don't get no respect, nigga. Fuck is you talking about? Nah, you not a man. And so you could protect and provide for yourself. What makes a man is that a man can protect and provide for himself first, and establish that first. In order to be able to maintain that, it's going to take some discipline and structure in order for yourself. Just to establish that. Just to establish yourself as a man, you are going to have some structure, some order, or you're not even going to be able to maintain your bills, everything that you have. That alone, you establishing your bills, paying your own bills, doing your own thing, having your shit established alone will make you a man, because you have to pay your bills. You have to do this on your own before you ask for a woman. A woman's supposed to help you, stupid. Don't listen to this man. A woman is your helpmeet. You're supposed to establish yourself as a man first. You're not a man until you can protect and provide for yourself. Hustle, nigga. Figure this shit out. Niggas got 100,000 excuses. I'm gonna tell you right now. Hustle, nigga. I ain't had no mother, no father. I was dropped off here. I found the way. I made a way. I don't give a fuck how you getting it. Hustling, scamming, whatever you doing, you better establish yourself first and be able to provide and pay your own bills, pay your own rent, and budget your own bills. Have your own shit together first. Then you're gonna feel like a man. Shop for yourself. Make sure you got your clothes. You got your clothes in order, that you can have a woman come over and she can see you established without her. Then you are a man. That's the first step. of manhood. Protecting and providing for yourself. The second step, and this is very important too, is to understand that at the end of the day, you the head, homie. You the head, homie. You don't compromise with a woman when you can have your own. Men that get their own compromise with no woman. For what? Because you know you got it on your own. You need your woman to be everything that you're not. Any real man in this building knows this. That a woman defines a man. You know why she defines a man? Because she's everything you're not. Silly. It's nothing else. There's nothing else a woman can offer us other than what we're not. We conquered everything on this planet. And the woman, with her immediate opposition of what we are, everything that we're not is what she is, and that defines us. That's how you know who you are. When you meet a woman that is opposing to who you are in energy, you understand you're a man. You will never know you're a man until you establish yourself, protect and provide for yourself, and you meet a real woman. When you meet a real woman, guess what? You will know you're a real man because a woman defines you. Period. She's everything that you're not. That's just it.
Let me get up here. Woo! I love this shit. I love this shit right here. No, the way that you know that you're a man is if you establish here first. It got to be established in the mind first. First of all, where's your real wealth at? Is your wealth in the bank account? Is the wealth in your mind? And when it comes to providing, it's not about only providing dollars. You got to provide the knowledge to your queen. And so when I didn't have anything, when I didn't have a motherfucking dime, I was able to get on that phone with Armani and be like, hey, queen, we're going to do this and then the other. And that was providing way more than me being able to be right there and have a job to provide certain little things.
You provided her with the knowledge to hustle?
Hold on. So the first thing that we must establish first, and this is what I'm trying to get, and this is why a woman can never define a man just like a man can't define a woman. When we tell you why a man can't define a woman, because they got to be established in their mind first. And when we tell you why a woman can't define a man, because us as men, we got to be established. We got to stop giving our power away. Now that's gonna make our men weak out there. No, we're not defined by a woman, just like a woman not defined by a man. We're defined by our goddamn self if we establish our mind first. The character that we have, the mental, the spiritual, we God conscious, we God body. No, sir. We cannot put out that false narrative. No disrespect. I know I'm on your platform, but when it comes down to it, brother, God, I love you, brother, but we are established mentally first. And that's how we become the providers of our household if we're in check mentally. If we're not in check mentally, it don't make you a man just because you're over there with biz. It's like how your women come with loans and all the shit to help out and contribute. That's just they're helpers. But you being the provider, you got to be established mentally with the knowledge.
That's what I said. I said that though.
No, you said
TK, I said that.
You said the money and having the money to take care of.
No, I said a man has to establish himself first. I said that. Did I not, ladies?
No, but
gentlemen,
it's the establishment
on the
of
panel,
the mind.
did y'all not hear me say that? I
just said the mental establishment, bro.
But in order for a man to provide for himself, he needs to have mental stability. I said that.
I didn't hear that. But okay.
Yeah, no, I said, this is what I said. TK, this is what I said, right?
He said that shit, bro. But he was saying,
bro, I said in order for a man
on the money though.
I said that a man has to establish himself first. I'm the one that said that. I said first he has to establish he has to protect and provide for himself. When you got out of jail, you gave her knowledge on how to use the money and hustle. That's the same thing that you use to get yourself up. The knowledge that you gave her is the same knowledge that you gave yourself to come up on your own. So when you got down, your woman, you gave her the same knowledge to come up on. But that's the same knowledge you had in yourself to establish yourself anyway. I already said that. I said first thing first. Number one, establish yourself as a man first. You have to protect and provide for yourself first. So ain't no way a man's going to be able to have a stable life financially, right? And be stupid. It's just impossible. Because in order to have a stable life, to have money, have a stable life, you would have to have a form of some intelligence. So you have to have self-control, because you have to know when to party, when not to party. I got to go to work. You have to have some kind of self-discipline, period. But here's what I want to say to you. I don't give a fuck what you do. You will never know you're a man until you meet a woman. A woman defines a man. And I want to tell you this so that you understand. A woman does not make a woman. A man makes a woman. And a woman does not make a woman, a man does not make himself truly. A woman makes a man. When I say this, I mean this in opposition. You don't know what you are until you're met with your opposition. We define each other. It's not until you meet your other opposition that you know what you are, bro. And you got to understand that. This is the importance of woman. Women define men. A man defines a woman. Because we're everything you're not. You don't know what it feels like to be a man until you have a woman. She defines you. You understand what I'm saying? So I don't care if you define yourself as a man as protect and provide. Without a woman, we don't know what we are. We can't know what we are. And without a man, you don't know what you are because you need that opposition. But the problem is our women are men. And so we can't get the proper understanding of ourselves through our women now because these women are men, because they had to be men.
I was just about to say though, bro, yeah, because they was forced into the shit. They was forced into it.
Go ahead. You want to get in?
Nah, shit.
You got to get up in the camera.
No, I'm gonna let y'all rock out. I'm listening to y'all.
Okay. Well, go ahead, TK. Y'all go do your thing.
Okay. So all right. So we'll scratch the other topic. We'll get to this defining point.
There's nothing wrong with a strong woman, Don. We not saying there's nothing wrong with a strong woman. That's not what we saying, Don.
No, it is something with a strong woman. I wanna address that, but go ahead.
Okay. What you're talking about is very understandable, but the way we explain it, I would say it's the wrong way to explain it because what you're talking about is simply as good and evil. How do we know evil? How would we know evil was evil if we wasn't good? How would we know good, evil, negative, and positive? That's what you're talking about. But when you say it defines, that's totally different. The word defines. Hold on, let me break it down. So with me knowing I can stick my dick in a woman, okay, that's a woman, but that doesn't define. That's not the definition. Define means the definition of. So it's not the definition of it. It doesn't define me as a man. That help. Okay, all right. Yeah, we need women. Women need us. We need each other. You know what I'm saying? Like that's easy. That's 1 + 1 = 2. Yeah. But what I'm saying is, I can still stand to be a man without a woman, and a woman can still stand to be a woman without a man. And that's not saying we don't need each other in this lifetime because we wasn't created to be alone. Listen to what I'm saying, brother. Listen to what I'm saying. Because you're making it to seem like these women have to have somebody on these